I'm introing. I want you to know this is my first time ever at this park. And I cannot tell you how shocked I am. It's beautiful isn't the word. Words, you need Hebrew to describe the beauty of this place. Only God's language can explain the miracle that's happening here. It's unprecedented in Israel. There is nothing that has ever been built like this. But it's not just the structure and the waterfalls and the grass and the flowers and the trees. It's the people that have made it. People from across an ocean, from another faith, have given up their time, given of their money, given of their lives. It's freezing outside right now, and there are women that are on their hands and knees, dirty in cement, and they are building up the land of Israel. They're creating the Garden of Eden, literally in the hills of Israel. It's unbelievable. I would say that I'm wordless, but I'm keep on
Keep
not
talking.
speechless. It's not speechless.
So what my feelings are about, Jeremy and I started our television show with the frustration that the world isn't really experiencing the Israel that we know. They see politics and they see corruption, but they don't see the spirituality and the inspiration of the Bible and the Word of God. I felt that exactly when I was getting a tour around here. I felt this feeling like the world needs to know what is happening right here in this place. This place is a fulfillment of prophecy, but it's also a testimony to the elevated essence of man's soul. That one is able to come here, leave their community, do something that seems so irrational, but really it is through a place like this that all of you who have done this will live eternally. That this is, I was saying when I saw the little pond that they're building, 2,000 years from now, that will be an ancient mikvah, an ancient bath that you built and you've made this happen. And
or maybe it'll be a park.
Or maybe a park. Right, it's on the way to Shechem. But, for me personally, last night, I was telling the pastor, I spoke to this group and they were saying, oh, isn't it these settlements, aren't they a provocation to peace? And I was so sad to hear the amount of lies that this group has been fed. It wasn't their fault. It wasn't any fault of their own. It's what they've been taught. And then I come here and I don't even hear any words. It's action. And it's action and it's building. Everyone's debating and talking and this and that. And you are living your actions and bringing the land of Israel to life. So I bless you for that, and I thank you for the massive dose of inspiration that this gave me today, because I really needed it, and you guys have given it. So thank you for being a blessing not only to me, to Jeremy, but to Dumim and to the entire Jewish people. So thank you.
I have one more thing I want you to say.
Then I'm going to have another thing.
This is just one more. This thought came to me just a few weeks ago. I've been pondering the prophets of Israel. And sometimes one book in the prophets will last for hundreds of years. And then other times, there'll be a book in the prophets, like the book of Samuel, that will last just a few generations. And sometimes God's focus he'll put like a microscope and he'll focus entirely an entire book on such a short amount of time. And what we need to realize is that sometimes simple people, one person, the one that's with the sheep that's out, that when they call their children to see who's going to be the king, he's not even called because he's the little one, the redhead, he's out with the sheep. But he has the book of all books, the longest one just on his life. And that these people have come here, this is eternity. This can never be taken from them. It's a monument in time that will be recorded in the books of history. That these people made a difference, stood up and took their faith and brought it into action. In the times when it was the most dangerous, in the times when the whole world's turning against Israel, they knew that this was in fact the safest place in the world. And the only danger is going back to Florida.
You're absolutely right. Our trip last year to me, we came here, we spent 2 weeks here, we worked. We even drove through some Arab villages. We saw no violence. I felt no threat. I got on a plane from New York to Orlando and there was a fist fight right in front of me. And suddenly I was threatened. So Eretz Israel, I want to say to you Christians that are paying attention to this, this is a challenge. I want to challenge every Bible-believing Christian to consider what's happening here and to understand that this is your responsibility to stand alongside Israel, not only stand with them. A lot of people say that they stand with Israel. Well, what does that mean? What does it mean to stand with Israel? To stand with them is to stand shoulder to shoulder with them, to endure what they are enduring, to work alongside them, to work in concert with them. So I want to challenge you to consider this, and that you do have a biblical mandate to do just what we're doing. This work was not invented by us. We didn't plan this. For 7 years we were here, we worked, we allowed God to guide us in what we've done. And this more than the park, more than the actual physical work that's being done here right now, we are standing with, and not only standing with, but we are encouraging Israel to be exactly who they are ordained to be the people that they are designed to be created to be. And this is the work of the church.
Thank you. Now, before you go, tell us who you are.
This is
This
Jeremy.
here is one of the greatest men to walk in Israel today. He's a fierce warrior, but a delicate poet. He's
Delicate?
wise.
Did you just call me delicate? You don't call a Texan boy delicate.
I don't see his Stetson's boots anywhere.
That's true. I am wearing some.
But I am Jeremy Gimpel. This is Ari Abramowitz. And we're just simple Jews trying to make a difference in the world.
And I'm Pastor Diaz from Orlando, Florida.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.